Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Amy, and today we're going to talk about something everyone, or most everyone, knows and loves, chocolate. I truly feel bad for anyone who has a chocolate allergy. Chocolate is one of the tastiest things in the world, and I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but it's the truth. When I worked at the nursing home, there was a man who visited every Wednesday evening and every Saturday night, and he didn't have any relatives in the nursing home at the time, but he usually just visited with the residents there. But anyway, he would always come into the dining room to sit with one of the residents during dinner time, and he was a really nice guy. And technically, we weren't supposed to do this, but every night he would come in, we would offer him a plate of whatever the dinner was for the evening. And one night it was mac and cheese was the entree, and the dessert was chocolate chip cookies. And I think the side was broccoli or something like that. But anyway, I asked him, I said, did you want a plate of the food tonight? We have mac and cheese and chocolate chip cookies for dessert. He's like, I appreciate you asking me, but I can't because I'm allergic to dairy and chocolate. And I was like, oh my God, you poor man. That's horrible. You're allergic to both of them, especially both of them. But anyway, that's enough of a bit of a story time for now. What's your favorite chocolate treat if you eat chocolates? My favorite would probably be a good old chocolate chip cookie, but I love anything with dark chocolate. I love Reese cups. I love all the chocolate things except white chocolate. I cannot eat white chocolate. The story goes, was not really familiar with white chocolate until this fateful day when I was 8 years old. My mom was the lunch lady at the private school I used to go to during my elementary school years. And she packed my brother's lunches one day. And for dessert, she included a pack of 2 Reese's cups in each of our lunches. I don't know if she meant to do this or not, but one was white chocolate and the other one was milk chocolate. And my brother got the milk chocolate, and then guess what I got? The white chocolate. So this was my first introduction to white chocolate, and for some reason it didn't click for me it was actually white chocolate. I just assumed it was vanilla or something. And I didn't even notice until I opened it up that it wasn't the normal milk chocolate that I know and loved, but it was a white thing. And I'm like, oh, what is this? So I was like, you know what? I'll try it. What the heck? I ate it and I was sick all day. I felt like I was going to throw up the rest of the school day. I didn't say anything to the teacher or anything, but I just felt so sick all day. And I went home. My mom picked us up. I said, I don't know what was wrong with that Reese's cup that you put in my lunch, but I was so sick the rest of the day. I felt like I was going to throw up. And I said, and it wasn't even the regular milk chocolate. It was a vanilla or something. And she's like, I'm so sorry. It was probably white chocolate, though. It wasn't vanilla. So, unfortunately, due to that with the white chocolate, and for some reason my child brain didn't comprehend that white chocolate was different than vanilla. I tried to rule out vanilla from my diet as much as I could. Like, I would not eat vanilla cake, vanilla ice cream, none of it. Because I'm like, vanilla makes me sick. Vanilla makes me sick when I eat. I can't eat vanilla. But vanilla, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. It wasn't you. It was the white chocolate. Okay, so that's enough of the story times for now. So I have quite a few things here to show you on my bed, as well as a few things over here I'm going to show you. And I'm going to even read something to you. And the inspiration for this video, of all things chocolate, comes from Box of Chocolates, Lipsess. I got this in January of 2022. And I put this on tonight during my workout, and I just had this idea. I'm like, I should make a video about chocolate. So I did, or I am currently. So there's quite a lot of lip balms I'm going to show you. And I gotta be at least 20 here. No joke. And that's including, which is including this one I just showed you. So I guess I better get into showing these lip balms. And then I'm going to show you a few other things I have. And let's get started. So these are among my first ever lip balms. I have the Lip Smacker, some vintage Lip Smacker M&M lip balms. These came in a trio pack at Target, and I got them in January of 2011. And they all smell the same, so there's really not a favorite one of the bunch. But I'm going to show you, here I'll show you the blue one up close. It says chocolate is better in color. It's got that iconic vintage block logo that everyone knows and loves. Alright, that's the red one. They're pretty much all the same label except they're the different color. Oh, and I didn't show you the cap. Each cap is its respective color. We got the green and blue and red. Alright, so I actually have quite a few M&M Lip Smackers. This one, technically this one does come in a pack, but this one I actually bought separately. I bought this in May of 2015. It was around the time when it was a few months after Lip Smacker announced they were selling their Bonnie Bell or Bon Bell parent company, and they're going to be sold to Markwins International. And it was around the time I graduated high school and I got a generous monetary gift. And what better way to spend that $50 gift than to buy some Lip Smackers from the Lip Smacker website. I felt like there was a sale going on at the time, but I don't know if it was then or if it was later on in the year. But among the 26 lip balms that I purchased, I have M&M Lip Smacker in yellow. All right, and there's that label. It's not the block label. I think they made a yellow one with the old logo, but I don't have that one, unfortunately. But thankfully, it still has that cute little iconic cap. I told because my dad knew I got this $50 for a gift for graduating, and he asked what I do with, and I said, I bought some lip balms, and he's like, how many did you buy? And I was like, oh, not that many, 26. He's like, you bought how many? And I said, 26, you know. He had to be there. Okay, so this is the 8-pack of Lip Smacker M&M lip balms. I actually have 2 sets of these. This is my younger set. This set was a gift. The other set I have is downstairs. I figured it'd be kind of redundant to bring up that set as well. But we have 1 green, 2 reds, 1 orange, 2 yellows, a brown, and a blue. And again, since they all smell the same, I don't really have a favorite of that bunch. But this was my gift set, and then I have another 8-pack downstairs, so that's like 20 Lip Smacker M&Ms that I got. Yeah. They all smell like chocolate, by the way. They smell pretty much like true to their name. So these 3, the next 3 I'm going to show you, I don't remember where I got them. I want to say Target. Except this one I'm a little iffy about. I think this one might have been from Cracker Barrel. It's a Hershey's lip gloss. It's just the regular chocolate bar. Okay, and then these 2 I'm pretty sure were from Target. We have Hershey's Hugs Raspberry Lip Gloss. I think this was when they still had their dollar section. RIP, they had a dollar spot at Target. And then Hershey's Syrup. I'm pretty sure this was also from Target. It was made by Lotta Love. Or it could have been from Cracker Barrel. I know Cracker Barrel used to sell some lip products. I think they sell Burt's Bees now. But I've not been to Cracker Barrel in a very, very, very long time. So I don't know what they currently sell there. Okay, so this is a Chocolate Lovers bundle that I purchased from Treat Beauty, I think in 2022 or 2023. There's 4 of them here. I keep them in one of my McDonald's Happy Meal Halloween buckets, or Boo buckets, whatever they call them now. We have chocolate hazelnut, which smells just like Nutella. Chocolate mint, which smells just like a Thin Mint or mint chocolate chip ice cream. Chocolate peanut butter, smells like Reese's. And then hot cocoa. Out of those, my favorite would probably be chocolate hazelnut or the chocolate mint. They both smell very good. Chocolate mint, I have their chocolate, not chocolate mint, sorry. I have another chocolate hazelnut, one of these. I got it when it was a flavor month in January of 2023 from Treat Beauty. And I got that one along with their, what they call the sugar-free balm, which is their all-natural lip balm with no flavor to it. Although it did have kind of a flavor because it smells like a cocoa butter, which is what they use in the lip balms. And I also have 2 of the chocolate peanut butter. I keep one of them in my purse. I bought that one around the time it was released. So, I don't know. These ones might have been purchased in 2023 at some point. Maybe not 2022. And I also have an extra hot cocoa one, which I think was in another video like a while back. Because it was part of a bundle. That one was part of a bundle as well. But anyway. Let's get back to our scheduled programming. So I got this little guy at a thrift store. I don't remember when. I want to say in the 2010s at some point. His name is Smoothie. He's a Beanie Baby. And he's got Hershey's Kisses all over him. And a little bow tie. I have a blue M&M plushie somewhere and I wanted to show it to you, but I couldn't find it without making a huge mess. But I'm going to tell you the story of the day that I purchased that. It's just kind of a little silly side story. Not really silly at the time, but it was kind of a nuisance at the time, but it did lead me to getting this fun plushie. So, in June of 2011, my family and I, we went to a Denny's restaurant in Bourbonnais, Illinois, or Bradley, Illinois, one of the two. I kind of get the cities mixed up because they're so close together. They're kind of what I call twin cities, but anyway. We went to this Denny's, and I don't know if the waitress was new or something, but long story short, she didn't put our order in, so we had to wait like an hour for food. And thankfully, the manager on duty, she said, I'm going to comp your meals because you had to wait so long. So the money that we would have used to pay for dinner, we ended up going to Walmart and spending it. So my mom and dad got whatever they needed to get. And when we went into Walmart, kind of close to the entrance, they had a big display of M&M's merchandise, which included things like tumblers and plushies, blankets, t-shirts, stuff like that. A lot of fun M&M stuff. And I decided to get a blanket with all the different colored M&Ms on it, a blue M&M plushie, and a blue M&M tumbler, which I don't have anymore, RIP to that tumbler. It just kind of got rusty and disgusting and moldy, so I had to throw it out. But I still have the plushie. I named him Bluey, which was not inspired by the cartoon because the cartoon didn't come out too much later. But anyway, shout out to Bluey wherever you're at in my room. I hope you're doing well. Alright, so I have 2 mugs here I'm going to show you, and I got them both the same day. In the summer of 2018, I believe it was June, my cousin and his wife and his daughter, they moved into a new house, and they had a big, huge garage sale, or yard sale, we're going to call it. And he invited my mom and me to come check it out. Not really, I mean, we didn't really have the intent to, like, get anything. We just wanted to look around and, hang out with him and stuff. But he's told us, and another reason we went too, because my brother and mom and I, we had a few things that we asked them to sell for us, and we let them keep them. I think that they gave us the profits for that. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of money, but it was something. But anyway, my cousin, he came up to us and said, if you see anything, or if any few things that you guys might want, you can go ahead and take them. You don't need to pay for them. We tried to tell him, we'll pay for it. He's like, no, just take them. It's okay. So I got a bunch of coffee mugs, and then here's 2 of them. I got a Scrabble mug. Ain't that cool? It's got like a crosswords on it. Very fun. I love it. I love drinking hot chocolate out of it. And then an M&M's mug with the red and the yellow. Those are ones they mainly have in their ads, I think. But yeah. I got a few other mugs too, but I don't know where they're at currently. I might not even have them now. So this is from, I think, 2020. It's from, believe it or not, this is a scented nail polish. It's called, it's such a dark bottle, I can't read it. It says it's from Sinful Colors, and this is scented like chocolate cake. They had like 6 of them in total. My mom bought all of them for me. They had ones like donut, pizza, taco, cookies and cream, and what was the other one? Cheese puffs, which that was probably the nastiest one. So they all, I'm not going to smell them for you because it's going to look really bad if I smell it on camera. So I'm just going to tell you they do smell like their names. They're not super strong. They're a little bit faint. They smell mostly like nail polish, but trust and believe they smell like their names. I think I'm going to paint my nails for you, though. I wasn't planning to paint my nails, but I think I will. I mean, if you have these, as you paint your nails, you will smell them just a little bit. I just noticed my pajamas they're not exactly chocolate themed. They're more coffee themed, but they kind of go with this video, to be totally honest. My nails actually were red, and I probably should have taken the nail polish off, but I didn't. It'll be okay, though. So, I think all these have their glitter nail polishes, so they have glitter in them. I kind of dry them. My dad always made fun of me for how I dried my nails after I painted them. Okay, that's what they look like. Thankfully, they're not super strong. That's probably a good thing that the scents are not super strong. Alright, so the last thing that I'm actually gonna read it to you. This is a slumber party idea from a book that we all know and love on this channel called Snoozapalooza, published by American Girl in 2005. There's a chocolate-themed slumber party in here. I know they had it featured in her magazine one time, too. And I think it was 2005. And it was kind of around the time that they released the 2005 version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp, Freddie Highmore. And I kind of wonder if that was made in tribute to that movie or something, you know, that sleepover. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to read this together. The party is called Coco Loco. Treat your friends to a celebration that's as sweet as they are. Alright. Invitation with taste. Carefully remove the outer wrapper from a chocolate bar. Trace around the outside of the wrapper onto the back of a piece of scrapbook paper. Cut out, then write party details on the back side. Rewrap the chocolate bar and tape closed. Decorate the outside with stickers and the guest name. Alright, so that's what it would look like. Alright. What's in hot chocolate? Pass out papers and pencils and ask everyone to write as many words as she can find in hot chocolate. Give each girl a hug or kiss. Chocolate, of course, for each word she finds. I actually did that activity one time and I got about 41 words out of it. Can someone tell me down below in the comments what a Hershey's hug is? I know what Hershey's kiss is, but this was the first time I'd heard of Hershey's hugs, and I'm like, what is that? I've never even seen them in stores. Alright, anyway. Special delivery. To deliver a special chocolate pizza, put 4 cups mini marshmallows, a 1/4 cup butter or margarine, and 1 cup chocolate chips in a microwavable bowl. I should have probably said this is a dessert. I'm sorry about that. Step 2. Microwave on high 1 minute. Stir in 6 cups chocolate flavored crisp rice cereal. Press mixture inside 1 large greased round pizza pan or 2 small ones. Set aside. Step 3. Melt 1 cup white chocolate chips. I couldn't do this recipe. Use a fork to drizzle white chocolate over the crust, leaving a small plain edge. Add maraschino cherries for pepperoni and diced gummy worms for onion and green peppers. Step 4. When it's time to serve, cut with a pizza cutter into wedge-shaped pieces. Alright, so that's the recipe. And that's what it might look like. Well, that's not a real-life version, of course, but, you know. The chocolate game. Play this fun game from Germany. Before the party, wrap a chocolate bar several times in gift wrap. For an extra challenge, tie ribbon in a bow around the package. Everyone sits in a circle. Give each girl a small paper plate. Put the wrapped chocolate bar in the middle, along with a scarf, a hat, a pair of gloves, and a table knife and fork. Players take turns rolling 2 dice. When a player's roll totals 6, she puts on the hat, scarf, and gloves and uses the knife and fork to rip open the package. If she breaks off a piece of chocolate, she must pick it up with the knife and fork and put it on her plate. No eating. She does as much as she can until someone else rolls a 6 and gets a turn. That kind of sounds like a fun game, and I am half German because my dad was full German, so I might try this sometime. Make s'more nachos. Fold flour tortillas into quarters. Unfold and tear along the fold lines. Place several tortilla quarters onto a cookie sheet, then lightly spray both sides of each piece with cooking spray. Spread tortilla pieces with creamy peanut butter. Top with mini marshmallows and mini chocolate chips. Have an adult bake nachos at 475 degrees for 3 to 4 minutes until marshmallows are golden. You'll definitely want some more. I actually tried that before and it was pretty good. But before you make this, if you're making it for friends or something, just make sure that they don't have a peanut allergy. Oops Loompas. While your guests are taking in the gooey fun, run the video Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Watch for these and other movie mishaps. Look for at least 4 instances of bad hair that suddenly corrects itself in the next shot. Charlie watches TV to hear about the golden ticket, but when he turns around to talk to Grandpa, the TV is off. Look as Charlie is lifted in the fizzy drinks room. You can see there's a harness that lifts him up. My bad. I guess it was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out in 2005. But I wonder if this slumber party was kind of in tribute to that all the same. Alright. Pick one person and give her a topic. For example, chocolate. That person has to talk about that subject for 30 seconds without saying or pausing for more than a few seconds. I don't see what this really has to do with chocolate other than them talking about chocolate. Terrific truffles. Make chocolates with your chums. Before the party, ask an adult to prepare the truffle mixture, but if you're an adult, you can do it yourself. Put 3 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1 can or 14 ounces sweetened condensed milk into a saucepan. Stir constantly over medium heat until the chocolate is melted. Remove the heat, and pour it into a small bowl. Let cool for 2 hours. Have your guests wash their hands. Let each girl roll some of the chocolate mixture into small balls. Then dip the balls into candy decorations. Place each truffle in a paper candy cup available at craft stores. Put truffles in small boxes found at craft stores for each girl to take home. This sounds easy enough. I definitely want to try that with dark chocolate though. Alright, so this is kind of like a candy bar guessing game. Copy this page on a color copier and have each guest guess what kind of candy bar is shown in each picture. Answers are on the next page. Okay. If you guys want to, pause this for a minute and kind of look at them, kind of make your guesses as to what candies these are. Okay. This is for the next day. And I'll get to those answers in just a minute. Chocolate chippers. Have an adult add 1 cup chocolate chips, half teaspoon vanilla, and 1 tablespoon sugar to your favorite pancake batter recipe. Top plate-sized pancakes with dollops of whipped cream and maraschino cherries. Wash them down with, what else? Chocolate milk. I actually did that for breakfast one time and it was really good. Flavor it favors. After eating chocolate all night, your friends would be happy to go home in the morning with goodie bags full of non-edible chocolate treats such as chocolate-scented soap, stickers, lotion or markers, chocolate-themed hair bows, magnets, or earrings, and chocolate lip gloss, like all those I showed you. Alright, so if you guys played along with the chocolate guessing game, I'll read the answers to you. I'd played this one time and I got them all right, unfortunately. A, Snickers. B was Mounds. C, 100 Grand, which I've only ever had exactly one time. D, Butterfinger. E, Twix. F, Almond Joy. G, Kit Kat. Or H, Milky Way. Alright, if you don't believe me, I'm going to give you the proof. Those are the answers. You're going to have to use a magnifying glass to read them, probably. And I've showed this pretty much all the other times I've read this book, but there's a little shopping list in the back that could also double as a bookmark if you're a reader. And that concludes our chocolate show. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I filmed this late at night. I don't know when I'm going to upload it, but I hope when you watch it, if it gives you some sweet chocolate dreams. All right.